Hi Laura, how you doing? Okay, so I've got your PDF and your and your what you've posted here within the discussion board on Monday 2022. Um, you're saying that this is where you're at currently, not as far along as I was hoping. Me too. I would be here, but honestly, I'd say the middle of moving. So, I just moved too, Laura, and yeah, I feel you, man. What a drag. Even a well-planned move is like, God, I don't have any scissors. What am I going to do? You know what I mean? I just find myself going out like to crazy places in the middle of the night to get stupid things like scissors. So I feel you, man. Anyway, so let's talk about the work. And I'm going to bring the PDF up so we can get a little better look. Okay, excuse me one second. Sorry. Sorry about that. I got some morning allergies going on. It's finally getting to be springtime. So anyways, here's what we have. You've got your logo and your pictogram. Okay, and basically in a nutshell, that's all we have here, Laura. So I'm going to talk about the logo and the pictogram, and I think I have enough here to make some sense in your direction. Okay, so let's go back to the PDF. Okay, logo. It's not working, Laura. I hate to say it, man. It's not working. I'm going to tell you why it's not working for two reasons. Number one, it is very indicative of an apple. An apple is most definitely not considered, in terms of isomorphic correspondence, we do not look at an apple as a winter. We don't correspond winter with apple. That's a summer fruit. You're also using red, which is on the warmest and actually the hot end of the color spectrum, which really is throwing this thing way, way, way out there in terms of, wait, this is Winter Olympics. This just is not, I'm having a difficult time understanding the warmth of the logo as it relates to a winter sport. Okay, and that's critical, Laura. That's critical. You're showing summer, but you're saying winter. Understand what I'm saying? Okay, think about it. Look at my presentation today as well, my Welcome to Week 6 video, if you haven't done so yet. It has a lot to do with what I'm saying here and how we can take a look at this and make it better. Okay, let's go from the logo to what you have the pictogram, which is basically, like I said, all you really have is the logo and the pictogram. Pictogram has a problem. It's really super clunky. This guy right here is, he just does not look athletic. He looks like he's about to fall down over a cliff or something. He's just not graceful. This right here, I'm going to suggest a couple of things here. It's really, really difficult. You're doing a couple of things in logo that we just really try not to do, and in pictograms as well. You're using some gradients in logo, and you're also using some drop shadows. I don't know if that's an outer glow or a drop shadow. Either way, it's no good in logo. The logo design is clean, crisp, and simple. I'm a minimalist, but I'm going to say something. I don't allow logos. I don't put a logo out with a gradient in it out of my studio here. I have if the client insists, but give me 2 minutes with a client, any client on earth, I'll describe to them why you don't want to use a logo in your a drop shadow or a gradient in your logo. Okay, so we have another thing here is we have a gradient here, and that again, I don't think that's good at this point. This being a pictogram needs to show a sport. Okay, now these kind of ribbony kind of things, I will admit I must have been confused because I thought you were going to be using those for some of the background graphics, like the Calgary 2010 logo. I'm sorry, graphics with the green and blue swirling mountains and the swirling winds through the background. As a pictogram itself, this doesn't work. I'm going to tell you why. It doesn't work because it has no place to end. And we see that over here in this presentation where it just kind of corners off. And that really, again, I think makes it look super clunky. I don't know how you're going to distribute these. Let me do something really quick. Calgary Olympics graphics, and I'm just going to show you, boom, look at all of this. This stuff right here is what I thought you were going for with your, look at that. That's just gorgeous. And that's just all that is a background graphics. Just absolutely gorgeous. Now, of course, a lot of the other stuff fits right over that. Some of the other graphics would work right over that. And here's an example of that. There's figure skating. And that's not necessarily a pictogram, but it is like, it would be like a banner. And then look at these. I mean, these are really, really incredible. And that's how they've worked that kind of things that you have into the actual graphic for alpine skiing. Now, that's not the pictogram. If we go to pictograms, let's go to Calgary Olympics pictograms. And these were the pictograms. So we can't mistake the pictograms for the background graphics. See what I'm saying? Okay. And so that's what I'm thinking. I would really just sit back. Don't get frustrated, Laura, because you've already got a good concept going. And I know I mentioned last week, maybe it wasn't even the week before, I had concerns about the color in the apple. And I know I really, really enjoyed this for those background graphics, and I still do. But right now, I know you know you're behind, Laura, but I want to show you something really, really super quick here. This is kind of where we need to be in a couple of weeks. Let me show you. This is the Auckland. And this was a wonderful, this is a student presentation, so this is your direct competition. And then this was the presentation. So the designer goes through some of the natural resources. What can I use here? And now we're starting to look at some of the indigenous resources of the peoples of Auckland and some of their traditional visual artifact, as it were. And now as a designer, this designer, you can see the process is going, okay, how can I use this in my work for, and then we can see that. How does it happen? It happens like this. And then there's the logo. That's how the transition occurred. Then we take that and start using it in different applications, signage, etc., tickets. I think there's some really nice tickets in here. So that's kind of where we need to be here really, really super soon. So, okay, Laura, hey man, just give me a holler if you have any questions. I've had a few students call, and if you want to call, that's fine. I'm fine. I'm in my studio all day long. So I'll take calls. I know my office hours say 6 to 9 Monday through Friday, but I don't care. You can call whenever you want. All right? Sweet. Thanks, Laura. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.